Hey guys, thank you for joining me. I am so excited to have you here on my very first YouTube live. I think I might have gone about this the wrong way in the beginning, and also I'm noticing like how dirty the craft room is. But to be honest with you, this is how a craft room really looks. Like I should have picked that cord up. Mayor was in the floor playing with all of these tiny little, we call them positive puffs. Good. I'm so glad you guys can see me now. Also, there's like cricket mats and whole thing's a mess. But number one, mom life. And that's one thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is balancing your mom life and your work life. And then also, I am going to be answering questions from the patrons. So this first Angel Talk, this is something that I want to get started and do weekly. And then I don't know if it's going to be like a podcast or if we're going to do like where this is going to take us. But I've just had this on my heart, such a solid pull to get something started for you guys like this, to give you now my patrons each week. We go through business chatter, we go through help. And can you guys see me okay? I know that it says that the audio's on, but can you see me? I just need to make sure that you can. Yay! Awesome. And I think that your comments are coming in super fast too. So, all right. Are you guys so excited for this? I feel like we are on the brink of something amazing. And if you have seen my Q&As in the past, people have asked what my short-term goal is. And one of my short-term goals is to be on a podcast. I love talking with people. Okay, Amina, let me see. We can copy this link and that will get that to us. Get them to us. Does that make sense? I made myself my very own anniversary tumbler. And honestly, this is like one of the first tumblers I've ever made for myself. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. This is Darley Dale by Peachy Olive Glitters. This is Backfist Customs Platinum Mix. And this is a skinny, one of the new skinnies from Bruce with faux rizzle. Oh my gosh. It is the craziest difference in the world. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off in answering the patron Q&As. I'm really excited for these. Hey, everybody. Hey, Mama made it in here. If you have any questions along the way, I would love to help you. I'm going to go through the patron questions first, and then we will get started from there. Okay. So I want to go over just a little bit about this with you guys. So if you are a patron, send me some kind of emoji, any kind of emoji, especially your favorites. And then I'll explain to you like what a patron is. And then I will go into these questions. Amy Fallis, I'm feeling that emoji. All right. Now I'm going to pull up glitter. Now I'm going to pull up the questions that some of you guys have. Is everybody had a good afternoon? Are you all melting where you are? Oh my gosh. We're like in the middle of, 90, 100,000 degree weather, and it is terrible, y'all. It is so hot. It is so hot, and I cannot stand it. Okay. Yeah, we definitely stayed in the house today. We did not go out and do anything. When I woke up this morning, 106 in Massachusetts. That's crazy. I think that it would get that high. So one of our long-term goals is we want to move to Salt Lake City. Oh, thanks, Matt. Matt sends a super chat. He tells me he said, I'm going to send a super chat to buy you a cup of coffee. Thanks, babe. So if you do decide to send a super chat, your comments will be highlighted so you can see like just where Matt's is. And I'm going to tell you all super chats are going to me because I need it. I know, Mom. Mom says I'm not moving. I'm just waiting on. I honestly can't move because my girls are too attached to my family. And also, I cannot. Like, I'm super worried to leave the state, but we're going to end up in Salt Lake City. And it's just going to have to be after Mom is long gone and not know about it. Or maybe she'll develop dementia and she'll have no idea at all. I don't know. Totally kidding. Totally kidding. But that's our long-term goal. Like in the next 20 years, we would like to be in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake has just all of the crafters inspiration. That's where like the Big Michael's American Crafts, that's where Cricket is. That's what I would take her with me, Julie, but she's too stubborn. She's not going to go. Okay, so if anybody here watching me, if you are not a patron, send me some kind of emoji, any kind of emoji, and I'll explain to you what the patron sisterhood is. So you can sign up, and it's once a month, and you get access to 500 plus of my SVGs. They're hand lettered, and I spend so much time on these. I love them so much. That's like my Zen thing. You know, like you have that one thing that you love to do, and that's what the drawing is for me. I love it so much. Oh yes, add Salt Lake to your vacation list for sure. We love it so much. Okay, then on top of the SVGs, a lot of the patrons say that the membership pays for itself. It starts out at $10 a month, and that gives you access to everything. You get the SVGs, you get a ton of discounts to Backfist Custom, Peachiala Glitters, Faux Rizzle. You get mock-ups for you to use that photos that I've taken, and they're all for your business use because I want you to make money. Like I want you to be so successful and make all the money in the world. And so that's what the patron sistership is. Sisterhood. Christy says she makes money every month being a patron. Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, Julie, it is a family. Like not all posts are craft related. It's just like, hey, if you could be thinking of me, we're going some really hard times right now, and you just have a family to talk to. So I'm going to link this down below, and you can check it out. You don't have to join. I'm still going to love you. But if you would like to check it out, there you go. All right. So you guys, I'm going to start with the patron questions, and Miss Mary's question is, what is your most favorite thing you like to craft and why? So there's really two parts of this question, two answers. My favorite thing to craft is, okay, so when I did embroidery before my Cricut machine, and this was like, honestly, it was probably about 10 years ago. And I remember a lady, a girl, brought me a shirt of her father's that had passed away. And I used that fabric to embroider her initials onto a shirt. Talk about stress. Oh my gosh. Doug, quit snorting. I promise that is Doug and not me. Look at him. He's snorting, just having the time of his life. He is living for the day, y'all. Man, Doug, quit. I put a bandana on him. I made it myself. He's beautiful. Okay, and then my second part to the question is I love to make tumblers. I kind of just zone out. I love the glitter. I love the art of it. And it is so much fun. There's so much fun to make. So to be a part of any of my groups, you don't have to make tumblers. I'm very much Cricut oriented, or just craft oriented, really. I love all kinds of crafts, and I appreciate all kinds of crafts. So if you decide that you want to join these chats with me, or if you decide that you want to become on board and be a patron, you don't have to do tumblers. I love to do everything, and like I said, I love to share. There we go. I love to share what I love to celebrate what you guys are making as well. So those are my two answers. Y'all, and when this girl brought me her wedding dress to put her monogram initials on her shirt, and I had to cut a wedding dress. It took me a good solid few days to honestly be able to do it, because I could not put my scissors to that wedding dress and cut. That's just crazy, but it turned out beautiful. Okay, where does my inspiration to create come from? I really like this question because I think it's like maybe out of the ordinary. I find inspiration from artwork. So, like, let's say that I'm going to create SVGs, and I just don't know where I want to get started. I look at a lot of floral line work, and I recently did one, and it turned out pretty cute. And our Maymay's watching and yelling, "Mama!" So, yeah, it's not geared toward tumblers at all. But anyway, I'm sorry, I got off track. My inspiration comes from things that make me happy and things that spark. So I would tell you, Doug, go on Pinterest or go on Etsy and just search for, say you wanted to make a tumbler. Just see some of the things, and not to copy, not to imitate what somebody else has done, but you'll find that it sparks something inside of you that makes you want to create. It gives you that drive to get up out of bed and to get your materials and your supplies going. Another way that I find inspiration is really odd maybe, but it's in nature. So anytime that we go outside and we do things, like I had surgery a few weeks ago, and so I had to stop, but I think we're starting on Monday again. My friend Melanie and I, we walk every morning down by our lake, and it's absolutely beautiful. And it draws a lot of inspiration there. It's like, I want to get home and I want to get started. So if you feel yourself in a crafting funk right now, I want you to know that you do not have to be discouraged. This is the absolute, well, really, we're coming to the end of the dry season for crafters. The summertime is a little bit harder because you have families that are traveling, you have families that are going on vacation, that are going outside and playing, and they're not on their phone scrolling thinking, okay, what do I want to buy? What do I want someone to make for me? School will be a huge, like, doorbuster, and then going on to the holidays. So you'll have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you will be so busy and inspired by everything that you make, because number one, you're going to be trapped indoors because it's going to be cold, and number two, that's the happiest time of year for me. I don't know about for you, but I love Christmas so much, and I find so much inspiration in that season. So if you find yourself in that funk, just don't give up. Keep crafting on, keep finding things that you make, keep designing. No, Erin, I don't have an Etsy shop. I only sell my tumblers through Patreon. So did you start the group Cricut Craft Life, and how did you build it up? Yeah, I did. I created Cricut Craft Life in December 2018. So it's like a little over a year and a half old. I think that I didn't do a lot of having to build. I love that the group was small to start with, but I wanted a positive, happy, creative, negative free space that anybody with any skill level could come into. And 2017, really? Oh my goodness, it's been that long? Oh my goodness. Wow. So December 2017. That's crazy, y'all. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It was 17. That's wild. So, and then I think that it began an organic growth because I think that people searched for groups with no negativity. There's a lot of wonderful Facebook groups out there for crafting, especially Cricut targeted, but I wanted mine to be special in no negativity, like at all. Even if you post a terrible craft that you think is not worthy, we're still able to find something positive in it. You know what I mean? So even if I don't know. I'm getting off track here. I'm trying to read the comments and do like 10 things at once, and I'm not good at that. I'm a one-track mind kind of girl. I think that organically it grew because people found that, oh, hey, this is a positive place. This is a safe place. And then maybe they invited their friends. But it has been wonderful. Cricut Craft Life has been so amazing. And that's one of my biggest parts to you about growing your audience is let it be organic. Let them come to you. You speak to people for a reason. So if people start coming to you and loving your things, that's the biggest compliment any crafter or any artist could ever receive. All right, let me move on to the next question. What is the role of your partner? So let me take a sip of my coffee because I have a lot to say about Matt. All right. Matt, let me guys give you a little bit of a backstory. Before I started crafting for business, so we had just had Mayor. She's now 2 years old. And I was suffering some major postpartum depression, to the point where it was absolutely crippling. And I didn't know at the time that Matt was the only sole provider for our family. So we have my 2 daughters and us. There's 4 of us in our household, and Doug and Lippy, the lizard. I didn't know because I was so depressed. He didn't want to put any additional stress on me, but we were living credit card to credit card. And he told me one time that we had literally $10 in the bank when we bought the Cricut. We bought it on credit, and I knew that I had to make something work. He bought it because we thought it would be really good for my mental health. That's what I love to do. I love to create and I love to craft. And when Harlow was born, I sold my machine for diapers. I raised Harlow as a single mother until Matt came along. So we knew that it would make me happy, and it did. And so I started crafting small things and selling, t-shirts, and I started dabbling with the tumblers, and this was about 3 years ago. And then Matt told me that he hated his job. He wanted to find something else. He was so miserable. And I don't think that it's fair for anybody in the world to live in a job or work a job where you are miserable. That's not fair for you, and that's not fair for your family, because you're not giving your family the best of you. Does that make sense? So I took a leap. I took a huge leap. And I said, I'm going to do this full time, and I'm going to get you out of that job. So we set a plan. Hi from Brazil. That's so cool. We set a plan, and I was like, no, Talise, I'm from Alabama in the States. So I wanted to make a plan. So around January 1st, he quit his job. Like, we went to the laundromat, and literally, yes, Mary, it was killing Matt's body. We literally went and threw away all of his work clothes. And I said, I'm serious. I'm for real. There's no going back on this. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this as partners. So it was scary, but I've never been so happy in my life. I will say this, it is very hard working with your husband. We are around each other 24 hours a day. But here's the thing, like, when he gets up to go to the bathroom, I'm like, where you going? Where you at? I'll text him, like, if he's in the kitchen. What are you doing in there? It's so crazy, because you think we would get tired of each other after 24 hours a day for 7 months now, but it's wonderful. I love it, and I love him. So Matt's role is he is the financial advisor for the company. He keeps up with all the financials, all the receipts, the taxes. He is the shipping. He's head of shipping. He gets all of my shipping out. He helps me with packaging. Thank you so much. He helps me with packaging. He helps me with keeping up with supplies and inventory. And so Matt is really the star of the show. Yeah, logistics and shipping. I'm the face, and you see me, and we talk, and we have these things, and he's the tumbler scraper. Yes. And he's been doing a really good job. The tumblers have been looking really good. I literally could not run this without Matt. I could not do it. There's no question. He has been wonderful and so good to me. He cooks. I never cook. He is the chef of the house. He feeds all of us, the girls and me. That's one of his responsibilities, and he's really good at it. He's just really good at everything that he does. He's the hey, oh my gosh, I need a can of Loctite. And he'll say, okay, I'm on my way to Walmart. I'll be right back. So he's just the best. Okay, we are not married. We have been living together for 4 years and raising our babies. I know, Mary, if I could clone him, I definitely would. I would make a lot of money that way. That would be awesome. So Allison says, and this one had a ton of feedback, but Allison says, I'm curious about your tattoos. What are they of, and do they have a meaning behind them? So yes, every one of my tattoos has a meaning, and 90% of them have to do with my children. I don't think I can pull this up, but hold on. Let's see if I can do it. I mean, I would literally oh, I did. I did not want to give. Yes. Okay. So the bottom of my tattoo says, you are my moon. You are my sun, my moon, and all my stars. And this big flower is just what inspires me. It is what I love. And then the bird cage is for my daughter. The butterfly is for my dad. It's for butterfly kisses. This is the only color in my tattoo. The triangle is for strength because the triangle can't be broken. And it has a flower inside as well. The diamond heart, you can't see a lot of the details, but the diamond heart represents, a piece of coal has to be really under a lot of pressure before it comes a diamond. Did you understand that? Because I kind of stumbled on my words. The heart has a piece of coal has to endure a ton of pressure before it becomes a diamond. And so that's what my heart has done over the years. The Hebrew is God is faithful. And on the back of my arm, my mother drew this heart by herself. And I'm scared to lift my arm. And then I have the phases of the moon in florals. So yeah, it's a lot, and I need to add to it because my daughter, my daughter is born, so I need to put something in that for her, but I have not yet. She's wild. She may get cheetah stripes or cheetah stripes, cheetah spots because she is wild. Okay, moving along. I'm just waiting for it to load back up. Matt, thanks for my super chat. Cheetah Stripes, I know. Thanks for my super chat because I sure am going to buy me some coffee. I'm so excited. Okay. Next question. Is my house decor full of things you craft? Brittany, it is not. I have one sign that I crafted in the house. Matt, can you think of anything else? I literally don't think that there's anything else that I've made crafting for the house, like at all. I don't know. I don't think so. I think that is all just the gold ladder with quilts. But we made that ladder. We made just kind of a ladder to prop up against the wall, and we put quilts on it. But no, but I'll be honest with you. Our house is not very decorated. I kind of needed the minimalistic. My mind likes space, and so I like a minimalistic house. I don't like a ton of decoration, a ton of clutter. We try to go through at least once a year and declutter, get rid of all the toys that the girls don't buy. It's just like the carpenters that don't think, man, what are all the amazing things you have in your house? And I'm like, really? I've got nothing. Like nothing. Okay. Tell us about one epic craft failure and how you recovered. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. So I made this cup and it looked like I had painted poop on it. It started out a really, really pretty cup. And then it looked like there was poop on it. And it was terrible. It was so bad. So oh my gosh, that cup, it was so bad. Like, it's not like it looks like poop. It's like, no, literally, it looked like there was poop on it. It was hilarious now. And then there were so many, like Mom said, there's so many at the first. Yes, Matt, we still talk about that cup. It's hilarious. It was the biggest fail that I've had. It was absolutely terrible. Some other fails that I've had is cutting off parts of my heat transfer vinyl on my mat, not knowing how to line up when you're layering with heat trans or with any kind of vinyl, really. It's just something that I've had to learn, and then I try to pass along to you. Okay, so what is the first craft project you remember doing, and how did it turn out? So I have been crafting, like I had this book when I was young, and it had all these things of like how you can make things with a button and a string and some cotton balls. It was so much fun. I had it and I'd stay in my room. I remember it. It's so vivid. But like recently, one of the biggest, what was the question? Was it a craft fail? There's just a lot. There's a lot, y'all. There's so many. Oh, yes. And okay, Kayla. So the first cup that we ever made, it fell off the turner and it stuck to the, it had a, what is that called? Aluminum underneath. And the aluminum got twisted up into the cup. So it was just like a big wrap of aluminum. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. How did you develop your relationship with Cricut? That's a really good one. So, let me tell you about this craft fail also. My mother had an order for like 1 million shirts, and all I had was the iron, and I was so I knew I could do it. I mean, it would be fine. It was a little logo, like 4x4, totally fine, absolutely easy. Just use the iron, put a pressing pad underneath, press really hard. Every one of them, when she delivered them after the first wash, the letters fell off. Oh my gosh, the letters fell off, y'all, on every one of them. First of all, it's my mother's work. That's embarrassing because that makes my mother look bad. It's embarrassing. Number two, you got to redo them or refund them. So I lost every bit of little bitty income that I made. And number three, it's just embarrassing. Just embarrassing. That's all. Okay, how did I develop my relationship with Cricut? So that was really organic, and they are always looking for people to partnership with. Now, my job title is a product expert, so that means that I get the mystery boxes in. I tell you guys I'm the first to know about new products, so I can test them out, so I can show you things to do with them and let you know all the details on them. And different things like that. Like we knew about the fusible ink and the blades, and because we have to test it out to make sure everything's moving smoothly. Now they have a bunch of different programs. They have affiliate partnerships, they have influencer partnerships, and they have blogger partnerships. So if you want to work with Cricut, it was such an organic find. I just tagged them in everything that I made, and then eventually I think they were probably just tired of me tagging them and seeing everything, so they reached out to me and it just went uphill from there. I really like that comment. I'm a chicken nugget, just by the way. I like that a lot. Okay, how do you balance life? Do you dedicate times of the week that you only do things? So I want to do an entire episode on balance, because that's something that I'm still trying to find myself. Part of balance is boundaries. You have to put boundaries up. One thing that I'm really bad about, no mom, one thing that I'm really bad about is not accepting my own boundaries. So I'll say I'm going to turn my phone off when the girls get home from school. I'm not going to check it, and I'm not going to read messages anything can wait. If they need us, they can call Matt's phone. I don't do it. I'm so bad at it. And I really need to start following that because it's only like 3 or 4 hours that from school to, I know it does look darker, but it's not. I mean, it's not colored. It might be the lighting in here. I need to put my phone down and then answer questions. And that's a boundary that I need to set for myself. Also, I would like to get out of the habit of checking my phone first thing when I wake up in the morning. I feel like that, like your brain hasn't even had time to wake up. You've not moved around. Matt, you've not moved around. You've not fully given yourself a chance to get started. And then if you have a bad email or a stressful email, thank you, Ronnie, then you just, I don't know, you just sets the tone for your whole day. You know what I mean? If somebody messages you and they're like, hey, my shirt, all the letters fell off of it, then you need to check that message after you've gotten breakfast, after you've done your morning routine, so you don't speak out of anger, so you have or frustration, so that you have time to oh, Allison, I'll show you, so that you have time to process your day, get a plan going, get the day going, and then you can have a more productive day. Also, boundaries with life. Our girls go to daycare. They need it. They love the social aspect of it. They love the learning. They love just the whole routine. So we have a really big set routine, and we very rarely sway from it. We wake up, we get the girls ready to go to school, we get them dropped off, we run any errands that we need to do while we're out on that part of the town, because they go like 30 minutes away to school. And then do we need anything else? Then we come home and we start a plan for the day and get going from there. But if they are here and I absolutely have to work, number one, Matt helps with everything. And I know that not everybody had a Matt, because I didn't have a Matt my whole entire life until I had Matt. I was married once before, but it was not to a Matt. Then I try to set them up with like things that will occupy them, that are like constructive for them. So like an art easel and washable markers, or these positive puffs that are dumped out everywhere, or some kind of like little crafty things that, keep them busy and keep their minds going. Christy, I wish somebody would have given me that push with Mayor. I was trying to work and she was a screaming baby. And so I wish finally my mother just had to be like, take her to daycare. It's time. And I did. And I started to get so much more productive, and I don't feel guilty about it because they love it. They love it. Okay. Do you have assistants? If yes, are they volunteers, hourly paid, or paid in trade? So yes, I do have help. I think that it's important if you can benefit from it. If you need more time to complete things that you want to get done, outsourcing is a phenomenal idea. So like I outsource sometimes. A friend of mine, Britt Burns, will come in and shoot some of my videos for me. So instead of me having 8 hours of shooting for a 10-minute video, he comes in, he shoots it, he sets up, he shoots it, and he's gone. He takes the video with him. Then he'll edit it. He'll send me the raw edit, and then I take it into Premiere Pro, finish the editing, and then I voice over or do whatever I need to do. That has been the biggest relief and so much help. So he is paid. And then also my friend Melanie comes over once a week helps me, and we kind of barter with her. We kind of like, she loves materials, like the craft materials I have, or I'll give her some one-on-one lessons, like just me and her. And so that works out really well that way too, because I get help and she gets help, and that works for us. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see me in 5 years? I would like to know that. I think that in 5 years, 5 years, you think that's really not that long. In 5 years, I would like to be continuing to do what I do now. Cricket red carpet style, yes. I would like to be continuing what I do now, but more. I love crafting, and so right now I'm not ready to break room. At one point in my life, I do. I want to break loose. I want to get on the road and travel, and that may be when my girls have grown a little bit, but I want to go to mental health facilities and take my kid and craft with them and show them how amazing it is and how much it can help you. And that's important to me. Yeah, Heather, I would like to be a household name in the craft world. That would be a lot of fun. That would be awesome. That is a goal. And only because, like, not for vanity or vain, I just want to help you be the best crafter you can be, and I want to inspire you. It's really important to me that I can inspire you. Steve, that is the best idea ever. Craft show on the road in a custom RV. I think that's perfect. It doesn't get any better than that. All right, let's go back to questions. So I have a giveaway tonight. And the reason why I was talking to you guys about the super chats is that anybody that does a $1, that's all it has to be, $1 super chat, you are going to be entered to win tonight, when this is over, a prize. Do you guys want to see the prize? It's kind of amazing. It's really, so think of this as like your auction ticket, I guess. I don't know. Your entry to play, your entry to win. You are not obligated. You do not have to do it. But I just wanted to show you. So your prize, rev up your engine, boys. Amy says, is going to be this super beautiful. Now it needs one more coat because here's what's really cool is that I made these cells, these large cells, out of alcohol. So like I put alcohol on the cup after the micas when it was spinning, and it made these huge cells. So I'll do one more coat of epoxy, and then those will be filled in. They won't be seen. Amina's in. She did $1.99. Okay, so let me see if I can show you some of the details in this. Look at how shiny and glassy that faux rizzle is. It is absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. Is that not crazy? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Matt, can you help Allison figure out the super chat? Because I don't know. I think there's like a little square. Sorry, I don't mean to yell. I think there's like a little square with like a dollar sign. But it really is amazing. So I want to give this away. And really, I didn't. Oh gosh, Heather. Really, I didn't. Okay, yeah. Why did it? All right. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, it really is so beautiful. And then, like I said, once I put, yes, we will do a tutorial on this. Once I put epoxy over this, they won't look like little holes anymore. They'll just be filled in and beautiful. This is a rose gold base. It is white and pink mica swirl. And then of course, I'll sign the bottom of it, epoxy over it, and then it'll be yours on by the week. I'll send it off in the week. So that is what you guys are going for. Okay? Let me move on to the rest of my questions, and then we can get wrapped up. I know it's been 45 minutes, and I know that's too much of me. That's too much, Holly. Okay. Here I go. Okay, I think I found it. No, I did not. Yes, I love it too. It really is amazing. It's super, super beautiful. And that faux rizzle epoxy is it's just insane. So Matt, if you will put all of these names into a random drawing as they come in, and don't draw yet. He's real bad about that. Don't like actually draw a number yet, or a name. But if Matt will put all of these names into a random name organizer, what's that called? Generator. Sheesh. Okay, going back to the questions now. I'm on track. Most recent. Okay, got it. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. When did you get okay. All right. I'm losing you. I'm sorry. Valerie, we are doing a giveaway for a tumbler. And Rachel, this is the tumbler that you're going to be winning. I did a new technique with alcohol, and I'm going to do one more coat of epoxy. I'm going to sign the bottom of it, and then it'll be shipped out this week. And it is so pretty. It's shiny, shimmery, and that faux rizzle is just so amazing. It has the rose gold base. So that's why. So if you want to enter to win, you can, and you absolutely don't have to. And I'll let you guys know at the end when we are ready. So let me just start over because I got myself confused. How long have I been crafting, and what was your first tutorial ever? I have been crafting since a baby. I mean, like a super baby, super young. Maybe it was around Harlow's age, maybe around 4 or 5, just putting stuff together on strings. I remember I called her Aunt Betty. She wasn't related to us by blood, but she was really like my grandmother when I was growing up. And I would cut the long rectangle cardboard, construction paper, and loop them like this. Do you guys remember that? And I would just have long chains of those all over Aunt Betty's house, and I think she loved it. She encouraged me. It was so much fun. And then what was my first ever tutorial? It was the knockout tutorial on how to put the names in the center of the larger names. And then it just grew from there. So what area do you call home, and would you ever do an in-person craft party? So I am in Alabama. I am in Northeast Alabama. I have been born and raised here, and we have started just this year traveling all over the United States to meet with you guys. It has been so much fun, and like the biggest eye-opener, just seeing different places. It's just been so much fun. I love it so much. Um, okay, so how did you discover what you were really good at, and how long did it take you to become super successful? Um, really, I don't see myself as being super successful. I don't know. Do you? Do you think that there would be a point where you could see yourself as super successful? I just feel like in this what am I trying to say? In this industry, everything is ever changing and everything is new, and like every week I can make something different and never run out of ideas. So I don't think that I will ever call myself super successful. Now, as a parent, I I don't know, I think maybe, but as a crafter, no, I don't think I'm ever going to call myself like at the top of my game. How did you meet Matt? And are you expanding on planning your family? Maybe a boy someday. Your babies are so adorable. Um, so before I was a crafter, I worked at a sports bar. I was a manager at a sports bar for 8 years. And I think that I learned a lot of things. That helped me kind of rein in what I'm doing. I learned time management. I learned um, people skills, communication, money management. I learned a lot of things actually now that I am thinking about it. And when I was there, I managed, like I said, for 8 years. When I was there, he came in, he worked at DirecTV, and I saw him one day, and I was single. I was divorced. Sorry about this part, Matt, but I was like, I'd go out on dates and stuff, and I'd go here and there with my friends. Not really much because I had a daughter. But then I saw Matt, and it was like, honestly, true love. Like at first sight, I saw Matt, and I was like, none of the guys that I was like, how when you're single, you'll text people or you'll go out on little dates with people. But when I saw Matt, it was like, he's the one. And it sounds so cliche and so fairy tale. But when I saw him, I was like, I'm not going to live my life without him. He was divorced too. And that's one reason why we're not married. We were both divorced and terrible marriages, and we're happy. That's what matters. And so then I just started, all of a sudden, the remotes, he was working on our TVs. Whoops. And all of a sudden, the remotes would disappear. I don't know. And really, I would just take the batteries out of it. I'd call him and I'd be like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you, but the remotes aren't working and I can't figure them out, and the TVs, and I'm freaking out because we got to have the TVs working. He's like, I'll be there in a minute. And he came. I think maybe he liked me too because he came super fast every time I called him. I don't know. And then he asked me out on a date, and I think I said no the first time. Matt, did I say no the first time? And then I think eventually I called him and I was like, hey, let's get out of town. Like being so like sly. I don't know. It was a game. You had to play the game. The dating game sucks, and I'm so glad I never have to do it again. So we went to a town like 45 minutes away from here, and Matt doesn't drink at all. And so we were like, what do we do? What do you do on a first date? So we got pizza, and man, I love you too, Kayla. He's just been amazing. He's just been the best. So that was it. I could go on and on about Matt. As for having more babies, no. I got my tubes tied a few weeks ago, and we are done with the babies, which is super sad. I've had a lot of guilt and grief about that. Guilt because I feel like I'm withholding the world from something really awesome. Because I think if I had a boy, he'd be the coolest boy in the world. Totally kidding, kind of. And then I think that I'm grieving because it's like a whole era of my life is over. And I really didn't expect that. It was really sad. And so I don't know. I was preeclamptic with Harlow, and then I was eclamptic with Mayer, and I went into liver failure. And they told me that if I was to get pregnant again, I probably wouldn't make it through because my body just can't hold it. So it's like, can we risk it or not? And so we decided not to risk it, and I got my tubes tied, and so there we are. It's so sad, but we've got beautiful children, I don't know. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm so excited that we had this first angel talk. I plan on doing more of these. I don't know if they're going to be like maybe do you guys like this style, like where we go live on YouTube? Or would you rather have like a podcast style where you see no picture and you just listen? Either way would be good with me, honestly. I don't know if I drive you crazy by touching hair too much, or Doug rolling around in the background. Oh, you heard his name. Or, he stretched his little skinny leg. I would love to do this with you because I have so much that I would like to share. I'd like to share more in-depth about balance in your life. I would like to share more in-depth about how to get your business going, which is a lot of what the patrons learn about. Yeah, I like the inside group lives too. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I like this format too. It's just I sure would have to put on makeup. No, I don't have to. I don't have on any right now, really. So I don't know. You like the visual over hearing? Yeah, I think I do too. I think I like the visual over the hearing too. If I was on the other side of things, I like to watch people. It's more public yet personal. Yeah. So on Friday nights, I go live with my patrons. Matt, go ahead and get started with drawing the names. And let me just remind you that the winner will get this super beautiful cup with a new technique. I love it so much. I'm really excited to see how the epoxy is going to fill these bubbles in. I wonder if Matt's getting Mayor ready to sleep. He sent me a text message, so I'll see what it says in just a minute. Christy. I was about to say the winner is Christy Lamb. I bet you anything. Look at how big my hair can, because it's so humid here in Alabama. Look at how big I can get my hair. It's crazy, right? Is it like a Southern thing? Like, do y'all think that Southern girls have huge hair? I don't know, because we all do, really. It's the biggest hair in the world. Sorry, I'm just waiting on Matt. He sent me a message. Let me see what it says. He said, "Getting Mayor to sleep. Give me just 1 second. I've got the names typed in. I just have to roll the dice." All right. Yes. The bigger the hair, the higher to heaven. Okay, so let me tell you, while Matt is getting ready for that, let me tell you what is going on next month. So next month we are going, and then we will wrap this up. I wanted to keep this under an hour. I will be cutting it close. So I am going to see John Mayer on August 8th, which my daughter's name is Mayer, so you can imagine how excited I'm going to be to see that. And then August 13th, Hold on, let me text him back and tell him to hurry. Then August 13th, I am going to do... I am going to do a Spin It Expo for every state and Canada district manager. So there's going to be 125 people that I'm showing how to do tumblers to. That's all, just 125. Then I am going from there. So it's like, I've got to talk to Mom about this. Mom, by the way, I'll talk to you about this because you got some babysitting to do. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Matt was still, he's like, give me just a second. Okay. So then August 13th, we're doing that. Then on the 14th, we're flying over to San Antonio. No. Okay. Then are you the only product expert that does tumblers? Yes, Christy, I am. Then we are going to fly over to San Antonio to do the cricket meet and greet. And the night before the meet and greet, we are going to be having dinner with some of the angels. So I'll get with you on that. When we are going to be meeting up and when we are going to be doing all the fun stuff. And then we have the meet and greet. And then everything's just going to be so amazing. It's so much fun. All right, Matt. He's back on here. Matt, give us the winner. Tell us what. Oh, Amy Bickle, you are the winner. Woohoo! Did you like that? Amy, you are the winner of this cup. You are the random winner chosen. All right. And we have a few extra random cups we will be giving away too. Oh, well, thank you, Matt. You guys are so much fun. Okay, so Amy is the winner. And then, Matt, do you want to go ahead and draw? So, draw 3 more names. Because I know we've got 3 extra cups in there that just need a round of epoxy. I had to stop. And so, yeah, Amy, you did. Amy did win. The other winners are, he's on it, y'all. I mean, he's got the baby fed in the bed. I hope she's asleep. And then doing this. He's so good. Christy Lamb. I need to write this down. So, Christy, you are the winner of a tumbler. I don't know which one. It's going to be a surprise, and I hope you love it. All right. So, Christy. I can't draw this. It's too shiny. Christy, is your first tumbler? I had no idea. I love my Cricut pens to draw with. I don't know if you guys do with it or not, but I love it. Amina! Oh, Allison Sparks. I'm missing all of them. Okay, so I have Amy for this pink cup. And then all the other ones are going to be surprises. Okay, and then I have Amina, Allison, Christy. All right. Is that all of them, Matt? So I have Amy, Amina, Christy, and Allison. That's so amazing. Wait, he said one more. Oh, Sean Todd. Yay, Sean. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to ask this, and I'm going to be very, very sweet about it. Is Sean still here? I'm so excited. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tumblers tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed our live. Okay, Sean, I can't tell. Are you on a, I can't tell from, are you in the craft group? Oh, Allison, you are so sweet. Sean, are you in Cricket Craft Life? Either way, I just need you to message me. Oh, yes, you are. So then I can find you. Perfect. I got it. All right, guys. Yes, this is a 20 from Bruce. And y'all, I love it. The skinny. This is Darlydale. And this is Platinum Mix. And yeah. So, all right, guys. Matt, is Mayor asleep? I need to know if Mayor is asleep. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And thank you for being so supportive and so kind. I am going to be doing more of these, maybe, I hope, once a week. Friday night, we go live in the Patreon group for crafts. And then I'm going to try to squeeze this in at some point. I'm not sure. It may be easier to do it during the day, maybe easier to do it at night. I'm not sure. We'll figure out a way. Yes, I've missed you guys so much too. So I've been like out of commission for like the last 2 weeks, really. I've been working from my phone, but just I love to go live and connect with you guys. But you know, things happen, I guess. And I've just had a rough recovery, but I'm doing just fine now. Everything is on the ups. All right. Okay, so Amy, Amina, Allison, Krista, Sean, you will have. I did need the downtime. Victoria, feel free to message me, and I'll get that help. All right, guys, thank you so much. I've got to figure out how to end this. I really don't know how. Okay, end stream. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you soon.